Protest by women and youth along the Auchi-Okene Federal Highway, which eventually led to traffic being disrupted for several hours. They are protesting incessant kidnapping and presence of devastating gully erosion in their communities. For some time now, Edo North has been in the news over several attacks and kidnapping of residents, leading to farmers abandoning their farms for fear of being attacked.
If the armed forces still think that they are in charge of Nigeria, they can defend the sovereignty of Nigeria, even if there are external attacks. Why is it that much is not being done to arrest the insecurity within Nigeria?
Now people are not sleeping, over 50 houses are in the gully, and we have been writing papers, we have been calling on our government, we have still not got a response, and the issue of insecurity is very high. We are having kidnappers every day, and the most worrisome of it is that our kidnapping system is that the kidnappers come to your house to come and pick people.
Another reason for the protest is to attract attention to communities posed by gully erosion that has wreaked havoc in over 5 communities in Auchi, the administrative headquarters of Isako West local government area of Edo State.
What we need is funding and intervention so that the remedial works that need to be done of controlling the runoff as well as filling to an extent the already developed gullies, so that people's houses, can be saved and further devastation can be stopped.
We call on government to come and rescue us. We are calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are also calling on Governor Monday Okpewolo and a member, the senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, the member representing Esako Federal Constituency, and member representing our great Constituency 1. to come and rescue our people.
Peaceful demonstration so as to register our displeasure and dissatisfaction in the ways and manner the government of the day are attending to our challenges. They've left us to deal with our challenges by
a protest led by the Auchi Youth Council brought traffic to a complete standstill, leaving motorists, commuters and heavy-duty vehicles stranded. 15 people have been abducted in Auchi in recent weeks, with over 70 million allegedly paid as ransom. They promised to explore other avenues if their demands are not met. Christy Macaulay, Arise News.
As part of efforts to curb drug abuse among Nigerian youths, particularly around tertiary institutions, educationists are calling for improved drug testing in schools, increased funding for the NDLEA, and greater media advocacy. The recommendations were made by experts at the Human Rights 2025 lecture organized by the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria in the nation's capital. The guest lecturer, Professor Sadiq Abba, described the drug scourge as a major national challenge that must be addressed decisively.
Using this opportunity to advocate for the declaration of a national state of emergency by the federal government on the devastating effects of addiction to hard drugs by Nigerian children, because the youths, the younger persons in Nigeria, constitute the largest percentage of our population. The youth population in Nigeria is huge. If that vibrant segment of our society is allowed to continue to wallow and continue to get addicted to hard drugs without any concrete and strategic governmental intervention, aside what the NDLEA is doing very well, then we're in a very big problem.
The government structures are there. NDLEA is a perfect example and is doing an excellent job, despite, with a caveat, despite a lot of gaps and limitations and challenges of funding, of capacity, of infrastructural availability, etc., etc. We are not here to weep on behalf of NDLEA, but they are swimming against the tide in Nigeria. But thank God that they are doing a perfect job.
In a related development, compulsory drug integrity tests for students of tertiary institutions and the review of current secondary school curriculum to include drug education are part of agreements reached between the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency and the Federal Ministry of Education to tackle the devastating effect of substance abuse on the country's youthful population. At a meeting between the NDLEA chairman, Muhammad Buba Marwa, and the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, both bodies say the fight against illicit drugs is meant to safeguard the youth. Some of the decisions reached are the formation of a technical and inter-ministerial working group between both institutions and the creation of a substance use prevention unit in the Ministry of Education. The federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Education, says it has increased scholarship grants across all academic levels as part of a comprehensive reform of its scholarship program. This transformation was unveiled by the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, during a high-level meeting with the Federal Scholarships Board. The scholarship amounts across all levels have been increased by 50%. Now, the PhD student will now receive 750,000 naira annually, master's student 600,000 naira, and undergraduate HND NCE students will receive 450,000 naira annually. The reform is designed to enhance merit-based access, improve economic relevance, and foster inclusivity, while increasing financial support to students at all academic levels. Staying with education, scholars have identified research as a vital driver of national development and a key priority in tertiary institutions to help universities systematically and practically improve their research capacity. The University of Abuja, in collaboration with other foreign educational partners, have put together a two-day seminar focused on strengthening institutional research capacity. Arise News correspondent Juliet Obata has details.
Research in universities provides a dynamic environment where students and faculty actively engage in discovering new information and understanding complex issues, leading to a more up-to-date curriculum and preparing individuals for future academic and professional life. At this two-day seminar to strengthen institutional research capacity, keynote speakers say over the past 4 years, there has been a significant increase in research grants in Nigerian universities, reflecting the growing need for funding.
Research is a very important vehicle for national development, and it is good for African institutions to have their capacity to do research strengthened through training and then through putting the right infrastructure in place, not only to win grants, but to monitor, manage, and carry out the research.